why is it called Super Smash Bros. Anyway? This is something I've wondered for most of my life. Okay, the super part I get, just a word Nintendo likes to add at the beginning of a game's title. Makes the game sound more exciting, I guess, like Super Mario Sunshine or Super Metroid. The smash part also makes sense, just a general fighting term like punch or kick, but the word smash is a little more broad. The real confusing part for me is brothers. Why brothers? My first theory that I had when I was like, 4 years old? Was that it's called Super Smash Bros. Because, look, it has Mario and Luigi and they're brothers.
We're brothers.
See, Super Smash Bros. Melee was one of the first video games I ever played, and I didn't know it was a crossover at first. The only series I knew beforehand was the Mario series, so I guess I thought of Super Smash Bros. As being a Mario game, with Mario as the main character. This theory, of course, is obviously not true. I mean, hell, as far as I know, Luigi wasn't even initially considered to be in the first game. The unlockable characters in 64 were considered a little later, because they were easier to add in, since they were based off the starting characters. Luigi and Ness being based off of Mario, Captain Falcon being based off of Samus, and Jigglypuff being based off of Donkey Kong. My next theory when I got older was that the title was meant to be a parody of Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Was probably the most popular Nintendo game at the time, so they went for the cheeky wordplay. Like, this isn't Super Mario Bros., this is Super Smash Bros. Smash because fighting. Even the logo of the first game seems to suggest this. The words Super and Brothers look like they're in a more standard and subdued font. But the word Smash comes in out of nowhere, like it's intruding, and looks different from the other two words. You're not playing your standard Super Mario Bros., these Nintendo characters are fighting each other, so this is Super Smash Bros. For a while, I was confident about this theory, but it's not true. Here's the thing. In Japan, the game is called Nintendo All-Stars Great Battle Smash Bros. Yeah, just Smash Bros. The title couldn't have been a parody of Super Mario Bros. Because the game was just called Smash Bros., not Super Smash Bros. It was the localizers who took the Smash Bros. Part of the name and just put Super in front of it. So it still begs the question on where the hell Smash Bros. Came from. Now you could say, maybe the title was meant to be a parody of the original Mario Bros. Arcade game. And yeah, I guess that could be true, but it seems extremely unlikely. Because why would they choose to parody that game's title, instead of the more significantly popular and more important game, Super Mario Bros.? Well, the last theory I had, which I think I got from just over the years of reading people's comments, was that it's called Super Smash Bros. Because all the characters can be considered family. They all have the same parent of Nintendo, well, at least that's how it used to be. So the characters, in a sense, are siblings, or brothers. That makes sense, right? But then you got characters like Samus, who's a woman. Hell, Samus was one of the characters in the prototype when it was decided to make the game about Nintendo characters. But I guess I didn't stop X-Men. So in conclusion, the reason why it's called Super Smash Bros. Is... I have no fucking idea. Will an interviewer finally ask one of the devs where the series got its name?
Maybe someday.
But as of now, we don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, as per usual.
Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Nowadays on cruise control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Just like that, I'm on a roll. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.